So I think it's really important, especially if you're someone that's like super driven, like you are, that's constantly trying
Yeah.
to grow and get bigger, better, faster, stronger, all of those things. I think that's amazing because I do agree. I think if you're not growing, you're dying. So I think it's important in some facet of your life that you're constantly expanding. But I think that it can be like intoxicating and then also a little bit like you kind of become in like this bubble where you're in a state of wanting instead of stopping and breathing.
Right. No,
So
no,
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
challenge you to
Oh
do
shit.
I'm challenging you that every night before you go to bed, try it for like a week to list 3 different things every night that you're truly grateful for. Get creative and like spend a minute at least on each one and like feel it and
Mhm.
appreciate it and then move on. And I'd be curious like if you feel
Yeah,
any
I'll let you
different.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that I've lacked. I always felt like I'd lose my edge, right?
No.
It's kinda like when you get something, you're like, "Oh, I won," and then you kinda lose that hunger. It's kinda like a fighter that's
Mhm.
like comes from poverty, is like fighting in dirty gyms, and then he comes up and now he wins his first match, makes some money, but he's not the champ, and then he becomes the champ, and then 3 years later, he's the champ, and now he gets lazy, and he kinda gets a little fat, and now he has the mansion and the cars, and he has, and he can do whatever he wants. I always felt like, if I'm like if I did some type of practice like that, I would have basically telling myself that I made it, and I'm scared to like lose that edge. But I do know the importance of it, so I'm gonna try it. I'll let you know.
Yeah, I'm super curious because that is a common misconception. I don't think it'll take an edge away at all. I feel like even from like a spiritual level, or if you want to like make it more scientific and talk about quantum level and you talk about entanglement, it's like when you open up that space or that vibration of gratitude, it's like, okay, now I can have more. Like you appreciate so you can have more. So you're actually like creating more room to like get bigger, badder, faster, stronger, all of those things. So I feel like it'll actually add to your edge instead of taking it away because for me, you can do the same thing with different energies. And if one is coming out of a place of scarcity or lack, then that's like what you're going to ultimately have and constantly feel. Where if the other ones is coming from like giving abundance and service, then you're going to be in a position of like always receiving. Does that make sense?
No, I 100% agree with you, and it's a perfect time because at nighttime I do the sauna
Mhm. That's a
because your
great place
body
to
goes.
do it.
And yeah, in the sun, yeah, except for my condo building, I might have someone sit next to me. They're gonna think I'm a weirdo doing warrior chants. Um, but yeah, I'm in the sauna, so I always do that at nighttime. So yeah, I think that would be a perfect place to do it,
Awesome. Yeah,
or right after. I'll be in like a good state of mind.
I'm gonna check back in with you. I think
Honestly,
it's
I have gratitude once I get out of that sauna with
you're
all
like,
the dimorphin. I'm just like, ah,
thank
cold
God.
air. Sometimes I'll be in there for 30 minutes, take a 10-minute break, going for another 30 minutes at 200 degrees. I'm cranking it. And
Mhm.
like I'm on the verge of death every night. And sometimes I'll just sit out by the pool and it's nice, cool. It's not even that cool of air because I'm here in Florida, but it's cool compared to 200 degrees or not 200 degrees, sorry, 100 degrees.
Mhm.
And no, actually, no, 200 degrees, sorry. And I go outside and I'm like, oh man, this is an amazing feeling. So I don't have necessarily gratitude of specific things, but I'm happy. I'm in a gratitude state of feeling that I'm out of the sauna and not dying anymore.
The cool
But I
air,
do
you could write that
the
down.
cool air. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, cool air, man.
Yeah, you can
There's
get
a couple
super specific.
there's a couple good feelings in the world, and there's a lot of good feelings in the world. And top two, one is when you're on a long car ride and you have to pee really bad, and you take a piss finally. And two is when you get out of a burning hot sauna and you sit outside and the wind's blowing.
Mhm. That's my favorite in a hot yoga class when they crack the door and you feel that quick
Yeah, you're like,
breeze and relief. Oh my gosh, it's euphoric.
yeah, it's amazing. I just sit there and it's like quiet, and you sometimes you hear people, like they're watching TV, so you hear some stuff. They have their doors open. And I live in the city, so you'll hear like cars go by. But Tampa's a relatively quieter city. It's a pretty solid city in that aspect. So yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do, and it's an amazing feeling. But I will implement a gratitude practice, and I'll get back to you.